Good morning. It's Dr. Shannon for your Dr. Shannon Live weekly live show. Hi, how are you guys? Wow, is it hot outside? I don't know where you guys are, but even watching the whole United States map, it is just sweltering everywhere. We're having heat waves after heat waves. So I am hoping that you guys are staying cool, that you're finding some fun and water. So we are continuing our series today on what do healthy couples do? So have you ever heard of the concept gray divorce? Yeah, it's a concept. It's a thing. And it's a new thing. Gray divorce is identifying the group or age group of couples, specifically age 50 and up, that are electing after long-term marriages to dissolve their marriages. And since the year of 1990, this age group, age 50 and above, who are electing in that era after long-term 20 plus year marriages, those age group of people that are electing to dissolve marriages has more than doubled since 1990. And here's another stat. Of the ones that are electing to make that filing, the trend is trending towards more and more women making the decision in their age 50 and above range percentage to say, I'm out. And I'm going to give you another stat. So gray divorces are on the trend. They've more than doubled since the 1990s. And in that, the trend is more and more women are electing to take that lead in making the decision to be out in that age category. So more and more women age 50 and above are saying, I'm taking some independent decision making and I am moving towards dissolving my marriage after 20 plus years. In that statistic, as researchers are trying to understand this trend, they're saying it's because financially, either women have more and more independence in their financial security and well-being and decision making, or, and here's the other side of it, they're not having any power, control, or awareness of their financial security because it's unilaterally being decided and they're not putting up with that anymore. So gone are the days of that traditional, now some marriages still do this and it works for them and they found a lane, and that, hey, you bring home the bacon, you fry it up in your own pan, and you make sure that there's bacon. And I just got this other side of this. I do the home, you do the yard, the cars, the work, and the bills, right? Gone are those days as the trend is moving. That healthy couples find financial intimacy. You're like, what? I've never heard of that, Dr. Shannon. Financial intimacy? Come on. People are just throwing around this word, right? No, they really want full vulnerability, full disclosure, um, maybe not complete joint, tethering of all funds, but joint decision making and joint goal planning, joint ventures of giving. So women are wanting more and more understanding of the finances, maybe more and more independent funding, but healthy couples find this balance between self-direction but joint accountability and vulnerability in those finances. Remember the day when marriages just had kind of that one pot of money? I mean, it moved from the cracker can to maybe one bank account. I do think that is the trend is, yes, there's probably a lot of couples that still do that. But I'm also hearing more and more and more couples saying when they come into my office, the younger couples saying, well, I didn't get married till later. I have my career, I have my path. We both have our own account set up, and we decided to, sit down and open up a joint account, and we kind of equally contribute according to kind of needs and bills, and we we sit down and decide what each one of our contributions are, and there's full disclosure on what we make and for the most part what we spend, and then we begin talking about joint goals together moving forward and how we're going to tether our finances and our dreams, and we joint have missions and assets. But I also hear the other side of the complaints of the women that say, I have not a clue. If I had to go onto my computer and have to log in and know where our, retirement funds and our savings and our debts and our financial planning goal, we don't even talk about it. It's too high of a triggering conversation because there's stressors with finances, or maybe there's not enough disclosure and there's secrecy around, and I don't even have the passwords to it. I'm just saying it's the gamut, and finances are emotional, and the healthy couples find ways of sitting and talking through those financial stressors and emotional trigger sets of money in a way that there's full openness, full disclosure, full accountability, joint dreams, joint goals, and they decide, what are those triggers that we had coming from our families of origins? How did our family of origins handle money? And then deciding how we're going together as an us move forward, how we are going together. Okay, that's yours, that's mine, and this is ours, or you know everything's ours, but yet we're going to have some independent discretionary fund. But couples figure it out. They have the conversations. There's full awareness. They feel safe and secure financially. They trust that the partner is moving forward with the given plan. We show up safe and secure for our partner, being financially fiscal and responsible. Healthy couples check in on how we're doing with those goals. What is lacking? What is the setbacks? How are we going to navigate that? What are those surprise financial things that happen in our relationship that we didn't plan for? Those rainy days, what are we going to do about it? And we together decide as a team to move forward on that. And when that over time doesn't happen, more and more marriages are not feeling safe and secure financially to the point where it is kind of contributing. Maybe women are feeling more financially free and secure and self independent. And so now they have more options to choose divorce, or they're not feeling like they have enough contribution, enough equality from their spouses. And so they're requiring that through divorce. But healthy couples figure and navigate this path well, and they find financial intimacy, safety and security in finances. And they do life together regardless of what that decision looks like, and what their unique circumstances and how they handle it. It is handled together. It's conjointly determined. And there are check-in points where each person is made aware and feels safe and secure. And each person shows up responsible and financially fiscal. All right, guys, go out and learn how to love well. I can't wait for next week. I have a really exciting announcement to make. So show up next Wednesday, 9 a.m., and we're going to be talking about what's new and ahead. All right. Thank you, love leaders. See you next week. Bye.